So welcome back, everybody. It is April 11th, and it looks like ZOS has finally produced a website article that gives more detail about the upcoming jewelry crafting system that's coming to Elder Scrolls Online. So let's go ahead and jump right into this. There's some pretty good information. First of all, access to the jewelry crafting station is locked behind the Summerset chapter, so you have to have the chapter in order to use the jewelry crafting station. And here is a picture of the new jewelry crafting station. Looks pretty nifty. Has a symbol over here with what it will look like. You can purchase regular crafting station or the attunable crafting station from the Master Writ voucher system. And if I'm not wrong, we will find out on the PTS. I still have no idea about when I'm going to be able to get into PTS. It's not on PTS right now, but I suspect very, very soon we should be seeing an update for the PTS. Anyway, I suspect that you'll be able to get a crafting station in the housing crown store that's available in the housing menu. So at the stations you can do the kind of the usual stuff that we do with crafting. We can create new jewelry, refine jewelry, deconstruct jewelry. There's a special note here if you've been hoarding jewelry in order to deconstruct a whole bunch of stuff once it comes out. Forget it. You're not going to be able to do that. There's going to be two types of jewelry available. The old jewelry will have a tooltip that says you cannot deconstruct it, and then there will be the new jewelry. You can upgrade the jewelry. You can research jewelry traits. There will be some base materials. Here they have listed on the website the character levels and the type of materials you'll be needing for each of the type of character level. And there's an engraver passive that will help you harvest different types of this kind of dust. So you get this dust and then you have to refine it. That's pretty similar to what we're used to with the other crafting. So there will be 6 new traits for the jewelry. And here they all are. So there's Arcane, Healthy, Robust, Protective, Triune, Infuse, Swift, and Harmony, and Bloodthirsty. So we'll just kind of go through them. Apparently they are available only if you've been doing specific activities. So they're kind of focused on helping you with certain activities, especially if it's something that you do on a regular basis. So Arcane is the increased max magicka, research necklaces and rings with the arcane trait, and it requires cobalt. Healthy increases max health, research necklaces and rings with the healthy trait. Trait material is antimony. All of this is refining jewelry crafting base materials. Very similar to how we do it now. You refine the base material and you might get a trait item or a upgrade type of material. So robust, of course, increase max stamina. Protective, increase physical and spell resistance. These have a rare chance to be found by doing the Undaunted chests. So that would be kind of at the end of doing your Undaunted dailies. The trait material is titanium, acquired as part of daily dungeon rewards in the raw form and rarely in refined form. Triune is increased health, stamina, and magicka. A researchable ring is awarded at the end of the Summerset main quest line, and a researchable necklace is awarded at the end of the Sijic Order quest line. So this is going to be very specific to Summerset, so you'll pretty much have to do those quest lines if you want to research this trait. And I think that this will be a very popular trait. The trait material is Dawn Prism, which is acquired from jewelry crafting nodes throughout Tamriel, with a higher chance to be found in Summerset. Infused increases enchantment effectiveness. Necklaces and rings with the infused trait have a chance to drop from Sijic portals found all over Tamriel. The trait material is Arubic Amber. It is acquired from Sijic portals with a rare chance for a refined form. Sijic portals only appear if you have the new Sijic Order skill line. Swift increases movement speed. Researchable items are necklaces and rings from completing normal jewelry crafting writs. There's no F in there, sorry. Trait material is gilding wax, purchased from master writ merchants for writ vouchers. Harmony. Trait effect is increased synergy effectiveness. Researchable items are necklaces and rings with a harmony trait that have a chance to be awarded as part of the regular rewards for completing weekly trial quests. Note that reward boxes from trial quests completed before the release of Summerset do not contain jewelry with the harmony trait. The trait material is Dibellum, and it has a high chance to be acquired in refined form from weekly trial quest rewards. Bloodthirsty. The trait increases damage against low health foes. Researchable items is necklaces and rings with the Bloodthirsty trait have a chance to be awarded when you complete the new Cyrodiil Daily Board quests. Note, not the repeatable quests. Trait materials are Slaughterstone, acquired in refined form from the War Researcher vendor in Cyrodiil for Alliance points. So as you can see, these traits are targeted towards different types of activities, and so you will be getting rewarded when you're doing those activities. So these are probably traits that if you do a certain activity on a regular basis, it's going to be natural for you to want to actually know that trait. The set items are very similar to how we have it now, where you're going to have to know a certain number of traits in order to craft certain crafted set items. Like for Hunting's Range, you're going to have to know 6 traits, so whether you're going to know it or not, you're still going to want to research it. So what I mean is, if you want the trait or not, whether you're going to use the trait or not, you're going to want to know it. That's what I mean. So here is a picture of the skill tree and the passives. You can see that right there. Very similar to what we're used to for the researching situation. And then we have different kinds of upgrade materials. And basically you have to, get it from doing the refining of the raw materials. Refining dust, because that's what you're going to get. You're going to get dust from nodes, similar to like when you're acquiring the other raw materials. Then you have to refine it to acquire grains of the different upgrade type of materials. It takes 10 grains to acquire a bar, and you use bars to upgrade your necklaces and rings at the jewelry crafting station. You can also acquire grains by deconstructing jewelry of the same quality. takes considerable effort to collect the resources required to upgrade your jewelry crafting skill lines, keeping high quality jewelry a rare and valuable commodity. They are not getting rid of the gold rewards for doing the trials or the harder content, so just so you know. And I believe it says there's a frequently asked question at the end of this. We can kind of go over some of that. So the jewelry crafting skill line has these passive abilities: Engraver, which allows you to craft jewelry at a specific level range; Keen Eye, highlight seams in the world. So you're gonna, the node is called a seam, so you're gonna go out and you're gonna see seams that you can pick up and harvest. Jewelry Extraction, of course, improves your chance to receive materials when deconstructing the jewelry. Lapidary Research reduces the time it takes to research new jewelry crafting traits. Plating Expertise reduces the number of bars you need to upgrade your jewelry, and each passive ability can be upgraded multiple times, increasing its effectiveness. This is very, very similar to the other crafting skill lines. The difference with this skill line is that you cannot research more than one trait at a time. So like the other skill lines, rings and necklaces to research, you can only research one trait on one of those items at a time. So it's probably going to push people to go buy those researching scrolls from the Crown store. That's my guess. This is the picture that you're going to see on existing jewelry that you own now. After Summerset arrives, there's a little thing at the bottom that says this cannot be deconstructed. So those will stay the way they are when the new chapter arrives. Yes, you can transmute jewelry at the transmute station, and once you do that, the item is permanently bound to you. So, as it says here, existing set drop rings and necklaces will not have the new traits. That may change in the future, but for right now, those items will not be changing. They're going to be the same. There's a certification system for jewelry crafting that we will have access to when we get Summerset. There are master writs for jewelry crafting. Crafted jewelry is not bound to your account, so you can go into business creating jewelry and selling it to other players, especially the ones who don't own the Summerset chapter right now. There are intricate and ornate jewelry that you can locate that will help with your deconstruction and learning curve, plus extra money when you sell it. No, you cannot see the jewelry when it is equipped. That has not changed. That will not change. And this is where they explain that you cannot grant the ability to research more than one trait simultaneously. So that's that. Then, of course, the jewelry crafting stations it goes over, the writ vouchers is a location, but as we learned with the transmute station, it was available for crowns as well. So I am guessing that it will also be available for crowns. The specialty vendor in Cyrodiil, Abadaro the Golden, will not be changing her wares, but they're going to keep an eye on it and see how that goes. They are not changing the existing sources of gold quality jewelry in any way. Of course, that can change. So there's supposedly going to be a tooltip, let's see, for being able to tell if you can or cannot deconstruct it. I showed you a little picture of that. And there are jewelry crafting survey reports that you can go and pick up a nice abundant cache of rich seams chock full of raw dust. So that is a little breakdown of what's on the website. You can go check it out yourself at Elder Scrolls Online if you have not already. Let me know what you think. There might be some problems. People might be having issues with this. And with this being locked behind a chapter, I always thought this should be part of the main base game. It could change. Things could change. But for now, it's locked behind a chapter. Anyway, I hope that you enjoyed the video, and have fun, everybody. Thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this presentation. Please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel, Oma Games. If you would like to see my live streams, please go to twitch.tv and follow Miss Oma. Take care, everybody, and I will see you next time.